us that tend to shape the destiny of our country and our lives. However, I think the president will those issues and their impacts. Join the Insight Library on KML 5.9 FM and early evening, informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that makes it into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and back them for me with accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across the counties. It's Insight Library with your host, Morris Desmond Brown, from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on KML 5.9 FM. You dare not miss it. There are issues happening around us that tend to shape the destiny of our country and our lives. However, I think the president of those issues and their impacts. Join Insight Library on KML 5.9 FM and early evening, informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that makes it into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and back them for you with accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across the counties. It's Insight Library with your host, Morris Desmond Brown, from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on KML 5.9 FM. It's another afternoon, and it is a great day in nation's capital, Monrovia. We've come to talk about the issues that matter to Liberia. We can never shy away from the issues, and we will continue to talk about the issues because they are the issues that keep our country together. Like I've always told you, we will talk, we will not run back to the bushes. Talking now is the way out. It's dialogue, not confrontation. What a great day it is. And it's May week in Monrovia. Kia Radio 95.9 coming to you live from the UN Drive in Central Monrovia, specifically on the UN Drive right opposite the BTC barrack. We are right here, bringing you programs of information, education, as well as entertainment. Welcome to the program Inside Liberia on Kia Radio 95.9. It promises to be very fascinating as we have two set of guests today. Two different set of guests we have. We'll talk your politics shortly. The guys from the Student Unification Party are already here. We'll take them in, talk about your politics. I'm told there are some rising tension at the University of Liberia. What is the cause? What have precipitated that? We will talk about that right here as Eddie Yancey and Solomon sit with me right here as we talk all of the issues
So Eddie C. Yancey is the co-chair for Bureau of Propaganda and at the Student-Based Unification Party. So yeah, welcome all of you, wherever you are. If you are in the United States, let me say good morning. Whether it's in the morning hours there, wherever you are, and however you're listening, it is good to say hello, good morning, good afternoon. If you're watching us live on Kia Network, you are safe. And of course, join us and leave your comments right on our live Facebook feed. We'll read them out for you right here. So my name is Morris Desmond Brown. I'm here to drill you through. So like I told you shortly, we'll talk U.S. politics and talk about the student politics on the University of Liberia's campus. We are told that there is a rising tension. Why? Today, the president of the university had a press conference. We'll talk about some of the issues surrounding it. And at 3:45, that is 4:45, sorry, we're taking Mr. Baron Brown, who will sit with us. He is the former media supervisor in the office of the Battle Speaker, Fernanti Kofa. As Fernanti Kofa appeared before the Liberia National Police on today, and we'll talk District 8 politics. He is one person dreaming of vying for a representative seat at the legislature in 2029. Yeah, so we are grateful. So today is going to be a very, very tense day as we have two separate guests. So shortly we'll take the guys from Soup so they can just come in so that we can start and talk about all of the issues regarding the University of Liberia. So please share the video. Those of you watching, please continue to share the video. Roger Toga say, I'm watching live from Peace Community, Dwazon. Thanks so much for joining us from Dwazon, Margibi County. Leave your comments right on our live feed. Yeah, so the guys from Soup can just walk in studio now so that we can have the conversation. So get set. If you're in district number 1 up to district 17, it is one of the biggest on radio out about this time. And it's Kia Radio 95.9. Let's keep sharing the video. Those of you share the video, keep sharing. Leave your comments as well, and let's have them read out for you right on this platform. Yeah, so it's good to be here. We are hoping that everything can work together for good. And like it said in the Bible, all things work together for good to them that love the Lord and to them that are called according to his purpose. And so, yes, we have come. And we will definitely do our best. Yeah, we'll continue to do our best. And we'll do exactly what is what, which is very good. Yeah, so shortly we take the guys from Soup. And again at 4:45, we will take Mr. Baron Brown. It will be the span for district number 8 and former media supervisor in the office of Battle Speaker Fernanti Kofa. So we'll take him at 4:45. Yeah, so Soup is here. And they are directly represented by their officials. Let's see whether we can bring them on the cameras. Yeah, they are already on cameras. So yes, let's do it together. Let's do it together. Let's do it until 4:45. Yeah, so that's good. It's good. It's good. So shortly we'll just let's see whether we can just begin the conversation. It's good to be here, gentlemen. Welcome, and let me see whether your microphones. Please test your microphone and see whether they are perfect.
Greetings.
Okay, let's hear you from inside.
Greetings.
Go ahead, Jim.
Greetings.
Okay. You?
Greetings.
Okay.
Greetings.
Good. All right. So we have Eddie C. Yancey. He's the chair, co-chair for Bureau of Propaganda.
Yes, propaganda
research. Wow. I mean, I got big position in soup anyway. But gentlemen, let's go across the table, introduce yourself quickly, and let's get into business.
greetings from a journalist. We want to extend our greetings to the Liberian masses, the common pepper and Peter Barcelo who are in Raleigh and West Point. We unveil our warm revolutionary greetings from the man who presides over the triangular of the Light Tripartite section, that is the Politburo, the Central Committee, concomitantly the General Congress of the ever potent Vanguard Student Education Party, the chairman, Sylvester Kaluwira. For the sake of introduction or recognition, I am Comrade Solomon M. Sodom, a proud son of Nimba County and a student at the University of Liberia reading public administration with emphasis in economics.
Okay. Coming strong, you know.
So greetings, folks. I am Comrade Adiola Edisi Yense. I'm the co-chair of the Bureau of Propaganda Research and Guardians of the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Education Party. So let us use this podium this time to extend to our masses of the people, the masses of the students at the University of Liberia, ongoing exploitation, and our people also in Sinje and also in Nimakande Ikepa, people going on with exploitation of the mining sector there. We want to bring you greetings from the most powerful man on the campus of the University of Liberia, Comrade Adiola Sylvester K. Wheeler, the chairman of the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Education Party. So,
okay, let's. I'm told that there have been spontaneous protests on the New York campus, and there have been protests all geared towards the Student Unification Party threatening mass protests if the iron drop button, is that what it's for, is not replaced or being pulled back. Can you trade us through why? Because people in Liberia see you and see your party at the University of Liberia as a Confucianist.
before we go, let us make that correction. We are not Confucianists and we are not hooligans, we are not thugs. This is the issue. We sat at home for almost 1 year. We sat down for 8 months, almost 1 year. And the students went back to campus, the very campus of the University of Liberia, and they were asked to add a session and go about the classes. With the huge number of students, the incoming students and the existing students already on the campus, we thought it was to reach the administration so there can be extension in the iron drop process or the planning courses process. And
Chairman, 1 minute, can you just remove the water bottles because we're not doing free advertisement for Diamond Water? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we can go ahead.
Yeah, so we also asked them that they should create space because the session is normally 50 or 50 or sometimes 75 or 75 per class. Since the students have come in numbers, we asked that you extend the class or create more space for the students. And they took it to be something, on the air. They deliberately refused to listen to the students' leader at the University of Liberia campus. So when the students started trooping in and they started, the classes started overcrowding and the problem started. Immediately they removed the iron drop button from the e-portal system of the University of Liberia. And it became serious problem at the university. So the students reached out to the Vanguard Student Education Party, the lone voice for the students at the University of Liberia.
How can you say that we have posts on that campus? We have other students.
We'll get to that issue, the lone voice.
No, but you can't no, let's correct some. You can be the lone voice on the university campus when you have posts out there.
They got other voices there, but not for the students. We say the lone voice for the students.
Okay,
let's go. So the other voice may be for opposition or other thing, but the lone voice for the students. So we engage the university. How can we extend the iron drop process? And one man presided over the iron drop process called Prince Newland. He deliberately refused to listen to the party. So the students got angry. Since last week, they started protesting, the students themselves. So what we do as a student leadership on the campus, if the protest we guide them through the process and not to go disgruntled by blocking rule and other things, just direct them to the administration, channel their grievances, which is our right. You know that. So on yesterday, the students again got angry after the administration gave 1 week grace period to settle the issue, and they did not settle it. So the students got angry and they took the main campus of the University of Liberia.
So was
it
the students that were protesting, or it was
it was the students that started the protest and they came and guarded them through the process. And told them not to go on the road, just to do it in the fence.
Okay.
That is our responsibility as students leader. So we sent out this message to the president, Dr. Mapias, and she said by tomorrow, she called all the students leaders on the campus, the department leaders, county-based leaders, political party, and she replaced a call to the students affairs that tomorrow will be an important meeting on the Feniel campus to address all the issues. But fast forward, our appearance here is not about the issues on the campus.
Okay.
It is about the 72-hour ultimatum given by the party to the government Republic of Liberia to dismiss with immediate effect
Okay.
Dokupo,
Okay.
who is a degree foster, who lied to the people that earned degree from the University of Liberia, to dismiss him with immediate effect. Anything other than that tomorrow will be on specified revolutionary action. That is our appearance.
Okay, the reason I know why you appeared, I thought to drag you a little bit into what is happening on the campus because you can't divorce yourself from what is obtaining at the University of Liberia's campus. So I thought that you could just make some clarity because SUB has always been in the media, always been either for negativity or sometimes positivity. Sometimes people believe that SUB is a conglomeration of both opposition people and ruling party people. So sometimes when this government is in power, SUB will be very vigilant. Those that are not in favor of that of the government then will be very vigilant with protests, threatening the government. The other people who are in favor of the government will, something. I mean, it's really happening. It's SUB divided.
That is a myth. If SUB was divided by then, let's say by now, we are seeing the other group on the street, seeing the other group on different media, but now we say one voice. That is we have so many myths flying around the corner that people believe. And it's so sad because SUB consistency is now about 1 year. Since 1970 to 54 years, we have been consistent for the Liberian people struggle. We are stood by the sides of the people for 54 years. And every government that comes to power, we make sure we make that government. We make sure we put a plaque of the people on the table of that government. And when that government cannot work with the people plaque, after 1 year, ask you to either step down or call for a mass rally. We'll be doing that consistently. When people are gone, we start door with gun and we confront that door.
It is 1 year now. You have not told the United Party to step
We
down.
came out with 30 counts of recent, maybe not following. We came out with counts.
Go ahead. I mean, I'm pulling you because I want to get the public to understand.
We came out with counts asking the government and the Republic of Liberia count 1 that is we are about to implement right now. Telling the president
We'll get to Dokupo.
to dismiss Dokupo. That is count 1.
Okay.
And another count carrying on accounts was to revamp JFK and all the health sector. We also call the government to renovate and refurbish the University of Liberia campuses with emphasis on Feniel campus and the CJ campus.
So in all your advocacy, did you add the issue? I saw a random video. I don't know whether that video is actually from the University of Liberia, where students are fighting to get on the truck.
That's one of the issues. And we also place that in our camp.
Okay.
Provide buses for the students at the University of Liberia. We eliminated all of these issues in the 30 counts. Okay. So for someone to say we are on the side of the government, I believe it's a myth.
No, I'm saying, I said something. I said, people believe that SUB is divided.
How I would say that we want to demystify the belief that people say we divided or some people on the side of the government and some people on the side of the opposition.
So you are there neutral.
Demystify that. We have one leadership. The chairman is Sylvester K. Widow, and we are proceeding with the Liberian people mainly.
All right, let's get to Dokupo issue because we'll keep dragging this, but I will still bring you back to the campus because there are things happening there, and you cannot detach yourself as leaders of SUB from those issues that are happening. We thought the appointment of Madam Mapaya would have settled the dust on the campus of the University of Liberia, but we see that I think it's escalating because every day SUB will have a new thing to discover. They will not work with this person, they will not work with this person, but we'll look at your relationship currently with the current president, then we'll look at that. Now, you're giving the government 72 hours to dismiss Dokupo. The University of Liberia have already revoked the degree.
The university did not give Dokupo a degree before you got to get somebody a degree before you revoke.
Okay.
So, just to correct that again.
But the university, the university said they revoked the degree.
So there was no degree given to Dokupo.
Okay.
in the first place.
So what is your issue?
So the issue here is that people cannot come to the Liberian people on the matter of change. United Party with all of our propaganda machineries came to the Liberian people outlining few issues. And among these issues was the issue of buying degree. Like they highlighted the Secretary General, then Secretary General of the CDC, that he went at the University of Liberia and he did not acquire his degree properly. So, looking at the United Party from that standpoint, that they came to the Liberian people, telling them, going as far as telling the Liberian people that there will be no business as usual. And right in our face, we see the United Party appointing someone to a very lucrative position to serve. And in fact, he does not have a degree. He went at the University of Liberia. Let's be very rational. Dog Cooper stopped in 9-3. That's from Nimba County.
Can the people at SU prove that this man?
Yes, there are documents to that.
You didn't bring some of those documents to display. That would have been very good.
Yeah, but in all of our appearances, we have been making these documents very available to the masses, and it's in our custody. If you want to see it after a year, we can show you them.
Okay. So, well, I would really love to see a document of Dog Cooper stopping in 9-3.
Okay. So Dog Cooper stopped in 9-3, left from Nimba County, matriculated at the University of Liberia, and in less than a year, he obtained a bachelor degree. So we as students who are suffering to attend the University of Liberia will tell you that the constraint at the University of Liberia, some people go at the University of Liberia and spend over six years. Because like the issue of iron job that we are talking about, if you do not do a course this semester, obviously you have to do it next semester or the following semester. So in that life, your courses and your time at the university will be extended. So as a result of that, you see people staying over 6 to 7 years at the University of Liberia. So a Dog Cooper cannot just come from nowhere in thin air and obtain a degree, a so-called degree. And the United Party there is sponsoring. The only reason you see Dog Cooper is still in position is because he is the mediator between the Boyokun, who is the current vice president, and that of Joseph Walker. So they are protecting him because
Gentlemen, we gotta be a little bit careful with the choice of words. And we do not. I want to make this clear. We do not support any political institution. We are very neutral. United Party people want to come and talk, they come and talk. CDC people won't come talk, they can't talk. Any political party for that matter. To characterize the vice president as a boyo, I think you have to take that statement back, then we can start the conversation.
Okay, so for the sake of the conversation, for the sake of the argument, right, we'll hold it back, right?
Okay.
But that is the main reason you see they are still protecting Dog Cooper. What is the essence? What is the essence of keeping Dog Cooper after Dog Cooper committed heinous crime against the Liberian people and against education in this country? If you look at the arrest agenda, he is one of the pillars. So how is Mr. Walker seeking to address education in our country if you are appointing someone who went at the University of Liberia and tried to steal a degree? That is an affront to even the arrest agenda. So we think that Mr. Walker needs to rethink and call Dog Cooper on the issue, right? So yesterday the party gave Dog Cooper ultimatum, and that is 72 hours. And tomorrow by 12 noon, the 72 hours will expire. And we as militants and staff of the Student Education Party, we are very bent to the core that insofar Mr. Walker cannot remove Dog Cooper, the Fanga Party will make it a responsibility that she has always been in the line of advocacy for 54 years in this country. The Fanga Party has stood tall against all regime that in her narrow mind tend to distribute poverty and measure to the Liberian people. The Fanga Party has stood tall. So if the United Party will be one of those regimes that will distribute harm to the Liberian people by appointing a Dog Cooper, we tell you no lie, we will move into action. We'll move into action just as a mandate by the most powerful man on the campuses of the University of Liberia, which is Sylvester Kalubiro. Yesterday, yes, we did it. We filed the issue of Wamodigi, a man who left Nigeria, come to our country and, forge a way around. And when the time reached for the Fanga Party to take on Wamodigi, we take on what Wabotiki decisively on call on Mr. Weir to get rid of Wabotiki, and he refused. The Fanga party in her wisdom took on Wabotiki. And Wabotiki had to leave Liberia, and he left and went to Nigeria where he get on a bishop basis.
Okay.
So,
The president has the right to appoint whoever he deemed necessary to work in his government, in spite of educational background or whatever. The president can decide to appoint anybody to the position. So why, if the president decide not to yield to your threats?
Yeah, this is the issue. The president has a right given to him by the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. That is clear. But if you can come to the people of the Republic of Liberia, the masses of the people who stood in the rain under the sun to vote for you, you saw how people suffered. 2023 general election, people paid their own way, printed their own t-shirt to bring this man to power and make him president. And all his followers, they have big positions in the government. That is fine. But if you bring your policy to the people and say this is rescue mission, and the rescue mission will operate with this policy, arrest agenda. And the E in the arrest agenda, which stands for education. Then, as a senior president, if you see education as one of your pillows, you should be careful that you do nothing to derail the essence of education. Now, what derail the essence of education in the arrest agenda is appointing somebody who is a degree professor from a university, a state-owned university. In fact, by talking about telling people that you earn a degree at a state-owned university is bad characterization of the university, the state-owned university.
Yeah,
and
but
also a sting on the Joseph Imapara government in the arrest agenda.
So,
that's what I'm saying.
So
You should resign or be dismissed.
Okay.
That's the issue.
The University of Liberia too, if you are very, very substantive and you know exactly what you want to do, you should be also raising up against your own people who gave Dwakopo a clearance for graduation. What have you done in that light? You only looking up to the president.
Did not give legally.
There was somebody in the system.
I'm coming to you out there.
Yes.
That issue. Did not legally give Dwakopo a clearance to go to any graduation. Dwakopo bought his way, and people who he passed through have been penalized at the University of Liberia. You heard that? Listen to the report, the committee, and the president said to investigate Dwakopo. They called the Dwakopo committee at the University of Liberia. They brought all names, almost 4 names at the University of Liberia, and they aided Dwakopo to, illegally say he had a degree. And today, they are suspended without salary at the University of Liberia and still awaiting the president to penalize them, maybe go to jail or for educational camp. Now, if you penalize people at the University of Liberia for fraudulently aiding Dwakopo to get a degree, then the Dwakopo himself should be penalized, should be dismissed by this time. If you are serious about education and you really mean well what the E that is stipulated within your arrest agenda, that's why we say Dwakopo should resign or be dismissed.
Is there any clause or is there any law or standing rules that say the Inspector General of the Ministry of Commerce should be a degree holder? Do you know of any statute?
We know there is no statute, and that is the argument. Okay. Right? But we say for integrity and legacy that the broadcast government is boasting on chest beating. You cannot be a non-degree holder and be the Inspector General. The Inspector General of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. How do you, if I how capacitated are you or sophisticated are you to view all of the goods and services on the Liberian market? How? When you are not sophisticated educationally, when you don't even know anything in the field of commerce and industry, that is our argument as university students. We're not saying Mr. Baga should not appoint Kelsey, but if you appoint a Kelsey or somebody the person should be equipped to do the people work. You should be competent and sophisticated enough to do the people work. But if you are a degree foster, then we go after you.
So the
president, government bar or policy arrest agenda.
The president could say there is no standing order, there is no standing rules, there is nothing in the Constitution that says that the Inspector General of Commerce should be a degree holder. So the president could say on that basis he cannot dismiss the Dwakopo.
Then we'll have to ask you, Mr. Journalist, are there rules that say you should be an Inspector General and be a degree foster? after
There are no-
violating. There are no rules, right? So in that light, Mr. Parker needs to do the honorable thing, and that is dismiss Dokupo. It is very simple and easy as that. Because, like we said, you have an agenda. Mr. Parker came to the Liberian people with an agenda, and that agenda is the arrest agenda. And one of the pillars within the agenda is education. Mr. Parker, in his campaign message, informed the Liberian people that he will improve the education system in our country. So is this how Mr. Parker intends to improve the education system in our country? These are questions we should be asking. These are questions we should be asking by appointing a degree Foxtrot. These are questions we should ask, because looking at education, once you set that as a precedent to the young generation, what is the role? What role should they play? So you are telling me now I should drop from college. I should be encouraged to drop from college because the Baba will one day appoint me because I don't have a degree or I carry on mass practices in education. So these are crucial issues that we should look at. So it shouldn't be the issue of is there any rules or are there rules that say the Okupo should not share? No, but
now to add on to that, Mr. Journalist.
Mr. Brown, please.
Mr. Brown, we say comrade journalist or progressive journalist. Progressive journalist, to add on to that, if you say education and you establish, then look at the establishment of the universal library as an act of a legislation that establishes the universal library, that should create space for people to go, young people or the people of the Republic of Liberia should go and earn tertiary education in order to contribute to the national growth and development of this country. How can you contribute to the national growth and development of our country when you are not educated? When you are not an educated person, sophisticated person in such a field, when you do not even know what you're doing at the Ministry of Commerce. So that is the reason we are holding Mr. Parker accountable and the Parker administration accountable, because they boast that they will revamp and improve the educational sector of this country. How could you encourage the young stuff to go to school and get job? And you're not going to school because you just want to go to school. You go to school because you want to benefit. You go to school because you want to help your family. You go to school because you want to contribute to the national growth and development and be an asset to the republic. How can you be an asset to the republic when you just jump from K2 by Bryson guy?
Let me ask you the last question before I start to interact with the public quickly. Let's see the public's interaction and the public concern on some of the issues you've raised that you protest tomorrow. The last time you protested in Liberia, there was a counter protest. I can remember during the CDC administration. You protested on one holiday, was it?
July 26th.
July 26th, and that protest turned bloody. What assurance can you give the public? Because there are a lot of people listening. They want to know what mechanism you will put in place for your protest tomorrow. Because I can tell you for sure, the president might not, and I use the word might not, dismiss the occupy even up to 12 o'clock tomorrow.
So now to the issue about the July 26th protest. SUP does not challenge government, or we do not have the resources to go and stand against government. What we do, we use the media space. We use the people to flex our issue. So on July 26th, the message went across. The cardinal reason for our assembly on July 26th was, though we're using Article 17 of the 1986 Constitution, we sent out our message, and our message went across. BBC followed, and all other media outlets in the world that are sophisticated, they follow. And that particular July 26 protest led to the defeat of CDC, because CDC did not handle the affairs of the people right there, for which SUP said they should face the country. Now to the issue of tomorrow. We are not telling you that tomorrow we're going to protest. We said there will be unspecified issues, unspecified actions. After tomorrow, tomorrow by 12 noon, talk over cannot be dismissed. There will be unspecified revolutionary action instigated by the Vanguard Student Unification Party. It will be anywhere, at any time. So we can tell you whether tomorrow, after tomorrow. But once the ultimatum expires tomorrow by 12 noon, if Doko Park cannot be dismissed or go back to the native Numa country to go and get educated, in fact, Doko Park then declare as personal no grata to the Universal Library. Any premises of the Universal Library is the personal no grata. Never in whole life you attend the Universal Library by the year relations this morning.
Okay.
I didn't listen to the show.
Okay, so let's hear from the public quickly. Let's get few interactions. What do you say about Soup? Soup is asking the president to dismiss Duokupo from now to tomorrow, 12 May day, or there will be unspecified actions taken. What do you stand? Do you stand with the president to continue on with Duokupo as Commerce Inspector General? Call us up on the following lines quickly as we take your call: 0770 573 477. 0770 573 477 0881 871 Let's see whether we can take our first caller. Hello? Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Let's hear you quickly. You have a minute to the line. Okay. Thank you. Let's take another person. Good evening. Hello, good evening. That person left the line. Let's go back to the line. Take this person. Good evening. You have a minute to the line quickly. We have another guest coming up just shortly. Let's hear it quickly.
Now,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another person. Good evening. Good evening. The lines are busting. Let's take you. Good evening. Second to the last caller. Let's hear you quickly. Good evening. Let's hear you quickly. Uh, okay. Let's take another person. Last caller. Good evening. Yeah. You have our last caller on this segment. Quickly, we have another guest coming in. I am not too sure you are listening to us on some of the things that we are talking, But gentlemen, you heard the callers. You want to respond quickly? We have another guest coming in, so you just take a minute quickly, so that we can part ways with you. We'll call you here specifically for you or matter. Yeah, we're not taking any more call in this section. Please wait. The next guest is walking in, then we can take more
Yes,
calls.
thank you, comrade journalist. To the other caller who said we should rather attack the university than attacking the government. So if you follow the show, we made it explicit that there was an investigation done at the University of Liberia, of which those who were involved in the incident of Dokubo were suspended. Right?
Mhm.
They were suspended. And yesterday, if you follow the UL page, the public relations officer of UL made it very clear that Dokubo is a personal neglector to the University of Liberia. He shouldn't be found anywhere near the premises of the University of Liberia or any campus of the University of Liberia. So now we go to the issue of the government. Why we are attacking Mr. Bwaka? The reason is very simple. Mr. Bwaka campaigned to the Liberian people, telling them that, oh, when I take over, there'll be no business as usual. In fact, we enhance education at the University of Liberia and in Liberia at large. So the issue here is that you cannot have someone who maneuver his way and wanted to steal degree from the University of Liberia, a degree pastor presiding, being appointed by the president, and up to now there is nothing being done. So from that backdrop, from our perspective, we think that it is prudent that the president of the Republic of Liberia, the president, we think it is prudent that he
Okay.
do the necessary thing.
All right. Let's hear from you quickly as well. 1 minute.
So, thank you, common journalists and progressive journalists. We listen to the callers, like the comrade said, we have attacked the university, and the university has done a part, and the president is now, they want to do his part as his crown within the rescue agenda and the policy they want to elaborate people. And also with the value placed on education and the value being boosted by the current regime, regime, Joseph Imabwaka and Jeremiah Kun. They told the Liberian people that they will enhance and improve every education sector in this country. The high school students, the university students are going to be prioritized. So if we prioritizing people, we also prioritizing state development and growth, national growth and development. You must be able to sweep the sector and weed out all of the mess in the sector. So now we have one mess in the sector, the man who just wanted to steal, degree at the University of Labrador, and he said he want more, he got a degree from the University of Labrador. Dokubo should resign or be dismissed by either the president or the final certification party. So we are clear, they want the 72-hour ultimatum will expire
Okay.
tomorrow, 12 noon. So he cannot be dismissed. The party will go for him and dismiss him.
Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We look forward to having you here to talk university issues. And thank you so much. Our next guest is just right here. Let's take this very quick break and come right back. Battle Speaker Fonanti Kofa. And so, Chairman, let me say good afternoon and welcome, Mr. Baron Brown.
Well, let me say good afternoon, my dear friend, the brother, Maurice Brown, the management of this great institution, for the level of professionalism that you guys continue to, prove to the Liberian people. If you were to ask the Liberian people to pay all of the employees at this institution, there will be absolutely no charge. I want to extend my profound gratitude.
Chairman, I want to lift the mic up a
Okay.
little bit for.
Yes,
Okay,
I
good.
want to extend my profound gratitude to all of my comrades from the media background who accompanied me here, and the thousands and thousands of people who are listening to us right now. I pray that we have a brilliant conversation here in the interest of our country. I want to say hats up to the people of District Number 8, Monserrato County.
Okay, so let me just acknowledge the TVs that are carrying this program live. We have Golden TV is carrying it live right now. The People's News is also carrying it. Terrier TV is also carrying it live, so you can watch it and watch along with us Kia Network, our online platform as well. Let's go into business. How is District Number 8?
Well, District Number 8, Monserrato County is okay. It is the bastion of our politics. The district hosts the three branches of government. And there's no way you can do with the district because right in District Number 8, you have the legislature, the executive, the judicial branch of government. So the district is okay. The people are okay.
Okay. I want us to discuss District Number 8 politics first before navigating to national politics and looking at other issues. I hope that will be okay by you.
Right.
Okay. Some of your critics are saying you are carrying out tokenistic projects in the district. What can you say about that?
What do you mean?
And they are saying signboards, these are just tokenistic projects. It's just meant to showcase yourself as, a person who desired of having the district seat.
Yeah, we have announced our political ambition. And this is a decision that we cannot, shy away. The district itself, it's not about billboards. It is about tangibles.
Okay.
When you look at the district today, we have the Byron Foundation. I can vividly record uh, sometime last year, we made a donation of school materials to school going kids in the district, over 150 kids in the district. And the issue about whether Byron is erecting people, you have to ask the people of Jarlathon, the people of Raspberry Valley who called us to help them with decent water. We did that for our people in the district. You have to ask the people whether it is not expedient for us to be able to tell them to give us an area to construct a mini clinic. You have to ask the people whether it is not important. So it is not about you talking about billboards. It is about the tangibles. What are some of the things that Baron Brown is doing in District Number 8? What it has to do with paying. When you do good, you don't talk about it.
Mhm.
But it is
No,
good.
but politicians will always talk about what they do.
Not only politicians, it's a global thing.
Okay.
Sometimes even the pastor pray for people and they are human.
Yeah, he takes the glory.
He takes the glory. You have to talk about it.
Okay.
So if Baron Brown goes in the district and says, look, I'm about to build a mini clinic for the people of District Number 8, Monserrato County. You think the people of District Number 8 are not going to be satisfied? They are not going to be excited about that? Yes. So the issue about the question you just asked me, these are some of the things with the little resources that we have. It is not about bragging, but what you have done. And you would do.
But when
Your
you hit different communities, you hit Soniwin and the rest of the other communities in District Number 8. What do the residents tell you when you appear before them?
It is a disgrace, my brother. If you look at District Number 8 in Osorado County, and it's a disgrace. We have the three branches of government in our district, and we have Seti Brother, we have Orange GSM. These are companies, or institutions that are operating in our district, and they don't do anything for the young folks within the district. All that they do, mainly only GSM company, you know, they come up, they gave 2 10 acre rights to the sitting lawmaker to go about to make donations and think it is an issue. But we'll go to the political aspect.
Mhm.
So if you look at the district, it is a shame. You cannot have a big district like that. And the young people who are listening to me right now along the Paris Street route, the Jalatan route, the Warwing community, we have 22 communities, and they have no other source of empowerment. I thought we should be talking about the young people to be empowered. I thought we should be talking about the issue of vocational institution in the schools, that you're built to empower the young people. These are things that are lacking within the district. So when you look at the district with your question, I think it is a disgrace. And what I have to say is that is redemption is inside. And there will be a ruthless man who will look into the faces of people. This will be bad, bro. We will say, look, enough is enough. It doesn't matter who you are, who I support, even if it requires to say that this boy is arrogant, but being arrogant in a positive way. If it is in the interest of my people, and you will say that Baron Brown is arrogant, yes, then I take pride to be arrogant. If you will say, well, Baron Brown is coming up, to speak out, to insult people who are subjecting the Liberian people to excruciating hardship. Yes, then I want to take pride to be arrogant. But in the interest of our people, we will be proud to do whatever we want to do.
The current lawmaker is just barely a year in his stance as representative of the district. What's your fair assessment of the lawmaker's workings?
You see, I didn't come here to talk about the incumbent,
Okay.
but there's no way you can talk figuratively.
Mhm.
You can talk about you can talk about
I like that.
you can talk about slave or the master.
Mhm.
There's no way I can come in studio to seek the blessing of the people of this County or talking about the incumbent.
Okay.
I think his election was as a result of anger against his predecessor. Not that he was loved, sorry, not that he's a forceful man in looking into the faces of people to speak to the power, to speak for the people of this County. But he's a situational lawmaker, and he's like a time bomb at the verge to explode in 2029. And he will exit the door because he's not that face that the district wants. He's not that person who is speaking on behalf of the people. It's not about you coming as a representative to put 2 bag of rice now and you go to Solomon and give it to the people. It's not about you coming here to build police station. That's not serious money country. The lawmaker will be building police station. A police station the people want. Come to us, a lawmaker. You should be coming out door is not your responsibility, but the social contact responsibility. You should be building recreational centers. You should be building, vocational schools in order for to empower young people. I think he's an error. He's a complete contradiction. But I don't want to mention his name here because I guarantee you, I gave him a word. I want to speak with authority here that 2029 or 2030 he will be no more politically in the US and our new sheriff will be in town, and that person will be Baron Brown.
Baron, do you think, I'm asking all of these questions because of some reason. Do you think the people of District Number 8, even if they are replacing the lawmaker in 2029, they will be looking in your direction? Why do you think that they will look in your direction?
It is just simple because this Baron has always been there for the people of Liberia. Let me say this. At the age of 14, when I was in Grand Bassel, 14 around there, I aggressively, when I started at as a broadcaster, I aggressively look into the face of former Liberian President Charles Taylor on the Matching Radio, Law FM in Grand Bassa, and I spoke against Charles Taylor. We staged protests against Charles Taylor in Grand Bassa. Aside from that, I came to Monrovia. When I started my journalistic job, I was on several radio stations. I worked with several radio stations where I fought government in the interest of the Liberian people. So with our record, fighting for our people independently without being, or giving ourselves to be subjected to, or being financially in ties, I do believe that where our country is today, we need radical people. People who will look into the face of the who will be president of the day to say, look, it doesn't matter whether you supported me. It doesn't matter whether I'm on your party. That's why you see why the system also along with an opposition party to keep this current government out of power. I'm not going to subject myself to a president that I support on the basis of party mandate. I don't believe in party mandate because it is this same old nonsense. Sorry for my expression. That's a word. This same old nonsense about party mandate. Oh, my man, the political leader speaking. So if the political leader speaks, that's a trend people look at and just close their eyes to the reality. We must speak for the people. So some of us, if the need arises for us to go as an independent person, because looking at our history, what we did over the years for our people, speaking against the narcissists, speaking against bad governance, so shall it be. All else, above all else, world of President Charles Taylor, former Liberian president, is the people. And that's what we do. You have to look at the individual in the mirror. Who is Byron? What have he done? This Byron Brown, who is in studio today,
want you to tell us some of the things
he brought the government, the current government, into power.
And I see you being very, very, very brutal about the government. I thought to ask you.
Thank you. You see the type of person I am. I was sat somewhere to say, look, I brought my own government to power. All of the nasty propaganda against Mr. George, I would have said, look, let me just blind my heart to allow some consultancy job with all of the friends that I have in the government, to allow for things to flow because of my own personal aggrandizement. But I said to heck with money. Let us start it. It is about the people. It is not about government job. It is not about me being with the elites, the political elites, those narcissists, those people who are subjecting Liberians to excruciating poverty. But when you promise people, you have to live up to your promise or promises. You have to follow the trend of President Donald Trump. When you go to the ordinary people and say, look, give me power, I will do this, I will do this. It is not about you getting the power to change overnight. That's the situation, or that's the problem many people have with some of us. Sometimes they say about Byron and the rest of the guys are radical, but not radical. But radicality, if it is a positive way, yes, they are going to be equal, a radical individual. But it is about the country. When you go in the trenches, during electioneering time period, and promise the people and say, give me power. When you give me power, I will do this. You have to do it. So the government that we brought to power, if the government is slipping, you want for power to be in such a government, then I'm sorry, I'm going to disappoint you. So this is what I'm taking to the legislature. I'm not going to hold my words back. I'm not going to bamboozle the people to start with this. Some of the things that I'm saying here, there are many people who are listening to me, and I respect that decision. They will never believe what I'm saying because it's like a woman had 2 to 3 relationships, and those relationships didn't go well. So the day of good man comes to her.
She feels it's the same.
It's the same. Some people will kind of say, I'm the light. I'm the moonlight. I don't want. And make me, but you see, look, I'm not a fake individual. Some of my childhood friends who are listening to me, they'll testify to this. That's the problem that many people have with me. Look, I like to say this. When I come here as a kid, when I look at you and say, I will beat you, I will slap you, even I don't care about the ramification. Let me just accomplish my mission. Even if you beat me. That's the type of guy.
But you must do what you say.
So that's how it is.
Okay.
When you go to the people and say, give me power, I will do this, I will do. Why the freaking heck HEC that will change overnight? So some of the things that we would say, they would never believe.
Byron, are you somewhere somehow frustrated about the current uh, leadership, not the United Party? Come to think about the rule of law at first, is it the way you envisioned, the way you saw it before, quote unquote, campaigning for the United Party? Is this what you settled for?
I have never, again, I don't live with regret. When I take a decision, I don't look at the negative and positive. I move on. But never in my entire life, have I seen a disrespectful government, a fake government, a raucous government. I'm saying raucous because I'm still with him when I say with him. I know many of them.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I've never seen such a government, fake government. Look, these people that we brought to power did not come to rescue the ordinary people. They came to rescue themselves. That's the reason some of us we left the circle. And that's my biggest, to some extent, my disappointment. But again, whatever happened by 2029, we are going to fix it. That's my disappointment with the question.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it's a president, 40 years experience, according to him, in government. When we were in the opposition, we established the CPP Solidarity Brigade, the very first meeting we had. I put almost 150 young men in our meeting. When we launched the CPP Solidarity Brigade against President George, we had 3,000 young people came out at the Liberty Party. The likes of Mo Ali, you could see Mo Ali, Pacho Hona, and they were all hawking. Hey, Baron, they think we will fight the people.
Do they still hawk you like the way they?
No. I don't let fake people. I don't let fake people. So I don't care whether they will still be around.
Okay.
But it is about our country, bro.
Mm.
This country is sliding back. The level of excruciating poverty that has overwhelmed our country is unprecedented. I have never seen it. Lawlessness is the order of the day in this country. Look, the division that is in this country, whoever thought with the experience that this president, quote unquote, our opposition leader had, Mr. Joseph Braga, he had, by saying, look, let us remove President George and put me there. We'll reconcile this country. Today, the United Party is in government. You know what these people are doing? Quote unquote, when you see this, look what they did to the guys at the MCC. Josiah Joker, when some of us were in the trenches fighting for the liberation of our country, risking our lives. He was in America eating pizza. The information minister, Jerry Limepia, these are boss who used to call us in the United States, we're scared with that country, that country, that assassin country, blah, blah, blah. But today, see what they are doing to other people in the mean that this other person that opposition, man, so this person should not work at the LPRC. This other person, that CDC, man, you're taking from the MCC. Is this what we settle for? Is that why you want some of us to be in a circle? I'm sorry to disappoint you. You want me to work with a government or to still be within a circle. Leave this issue of a government job, but you still want me to be with a group of people who will still be targeting other people on the basis of political lineages.
Someone out there and some people who are listening, they say, Baron Cry right now is belated. He brought, they were the one who brought the suffering on the Liberian people. So why is he crying wolf?
Oh, no, then the father I can muster the courage. I have the balls to wake up to say, oh, this is wrong. Then you have to, celebrate me as a political, celebrity. You have to do that. Like I said, I was saying to myself, look, let me be in the circle. Let me call 2 to 3 people, my man, you put me different area, man, you're like waiting. You put me some consultant say, let me be begging 1,000 here, 3,000 to the other, let me be bootlegging. I was said that. But it is about our country. When you go to Ghana, you go when you're settling, the level of transformation, you have a government that is not disciplined. I can remember my own friend Patrick Huna. That bugger used to call me every day. Oh, my man, power, they got me corrupt. They're going financially. They think they made doing, but when they came to power, he started getting, we met it there, taking 15,000 United States dollars from. When people in district in the trenches, there are young men and women listening to Baron Brown right now who are just praying to God just for $300.
Baron,
For them to eat.
are you one of those persons who believe that the legislature? I'm bringing you back a little bit.
Right.
The legislature is making a lot of money. That when you go there, you advocate for a cut in your salary so that the Liberian people can have the needed necessity that they so desire.
Look, like I said, whatever we say here today, there are many people who will not believe us because of the past.
We keep the records though.
The record.
Mhm.
But it doesn't make sense in a poverty-stricken country like Liberia that you will pay a woman even 7,000 United States dollars. As a result, it's a holding in a government official. When Liberians are struggling in excruciating, in hardship, it doesn't make sense to me. Aside from that, yes, we will call for the reduction of government, employees salary. It doesn't make sense at the level of the legislature. And what we also have to do, if God blesses us, everything you have to put God 1st, right? If God blesses us. Look, you can't have a country. You're paying the president millions of dollars. The vice president, Jeremiah Kuhn Brenner, who is more than the president, the de facto president, you're paying.
Baron, did you say de facto president?
That boy is so powerful. That man confused. If they say you're going to kill that man, you can't kill you. But we'll get there.
Okay.
Look, you can't look at such a man, such a thing in a given country. Then you're paying these people 3 million, 4 million. At the end of the day, you're paying that women. Then you say, First Lady, oh, if God helps us, we will make sure the necessary bill whatsoever will be preferred. We'll make sure this is done. Petition the legislature that the wives, that women should be removed from our national budget. This will happen. We can't be paying your husband living like a celebrity that busts around, making millions of dollars. Then at the end of the day, you say, First Lady. You ever heard that the First Lady in the United States, she doesn't take pay? Trump's wife, she doesn't take pay. It's a broad day against the raising against the people. Your husband, Joseph Barker, making millions and millions of dollars at the expense of the poor peasants. Then you paying that women, then you paying that offer, the people who working in their homes. Then every day we're crying about budget shock.
Somebody will say Byron was a part of the spoil system because you worked in the office of the embattled speaker and you fed on the speaker's budget. Why didn't you complain about the highly placed budget that was being executed by the speaker then?
Fantastic question. Probably you as a journalist, you are not following.
Okay.
It's a shame.
Okay.
Look at what is happening. But for Chimos, the former speaker, he had a budget of $2.5 million, $2.5 million. When this speaker took over, Mr. Kofa, the current speaker, who I still recognize he's still the speaker, he remains the speaker. He reduced his budget from $2.5 million to 1.5. We told him.
Is it not still used?
Well, when you are a speaker, you have almost 80 people working with you. They are on your payroll.
Okay.
You're a speaker, you are entitled to money. It is not his personal money. He got his salaries, he got all the benefits with his security detail. He has to pay, all this stuff. But the fact that he mustered his courage, an opposition speaker,
okay,
for $2.5 million, we told him and he listened to us. We said, Chief, you have to reduce this. He did it. So are you telling me that we did not play our part? 3 months. I work with him. He's still my boss. We mustered the courage. And he said, it is necessary. We do that. When I call it the quote-unquote majority block speaker, have you read the budget, the latest budget?
I know it's up than what it used to be
it
when
used to be.
was there. Yeah.
When Fanatic was there, he inflated it to $2.5 million. These boys are getting ripped this country. That's what they are doing.
So but let me hold you there. One of my bosses in the United States, Mr. Moni Kishen, he got a show up on the radio at 9 normally, and he wants to have a one-on-one with you. He's begging, not begging, but asking that you consider that, and you want to ask some questions, and You know, the time is just too small for you. You know, when you're inviting chairman, the chairman got to take, double time and things. That's why I was pushing for you to come earlier. But however, we will stack the way that you can, meet and have that show with him
No problem.
live on us. So I just wanted to make that point clear.
No problem.
All right. So let's progress.
Yeah.
The legislature.
Mhm.
We are, I'm a journalist, but let me say this
Yeah.
very clearly.
You are Liberian.
The country is in crisis at the legislature. As it stands, there are 2 speakers. And there is a bloc calling itself the majority bloc. There is a bloc calling itself the minority bloc that got speakers of their own. We are at the center of the ECOWAS confusion, where people are being recalled that were earlier on sent by the then speaker Kofa, and today they are being recalled. The ECOWAS is saying no, we can't do this. This is against our laws. And what's your take on that?
Well, like I said, Councillor J. Funati Kofa, he remains the legit speaker, recognized speaker, globally, locally. He is the speaker, testament to the Father. He saw the communication and the fighting spirit of my dear brother, Senator Edwin Medin. Not even that, globally, the United States government. This is the breaking news. He's still being recognized as a speaker.
Are they doing business with him?
Listen, I'm giving you quoting information.
That's why that's why I want to ask so that you make it very clear and explicit.
I said the world still recognizes him as a speaker.
Is America doing business with him?
I'm telling you this, the world. Is America not part of the world? I'm giving you a quoting information.
Okay.
This man, quote unquote, representative Richard Kuhn, he wrote the American government as a speaker of the Republic of Liberia, and that he wanted to traffic with the vice president. And he was denied, not on the basis of anything, but he said, if you want to go, you have to come clear, representative. And the vice president, he was only allowed to travel. So all these things are happening. You think these people are embarrassed? You see the way this speakers, this speakership position is like. It's like you marry a woman. The government is confused. Don't mind all these things they are doing. The government is in a precarious situation, my dear brother. It's like you marry a woman, because marriage by itself is done legally. Then you just talk the woman things on all sides. Say, you go. Okay, what's no problem? I will leave. But listen now, do you know legally she has, even if you took a girlfriend in your home,
she still got some legal rights.
Some legal rights. That's why all these nyama thing in our own Liberian way say, they want to interrogate him. They want to interrogate him. Don't mind them. The government of the Republic of Liberia is more worried. The only thing they want to hear from Kofa is to set behind the cameras, the microphones, to say, Kofa is no longer the speaker of the Republic of Liberia.
So, is he waiting to do so?
Look, my dear brother, I was one of the people, and Kofa is my boss man, and I said that I'm on the record. Kofa would never do that. We told him if our intellectual blood was soaked in the sand, he would never, Kofa would never come out. We told him that. That's why, as a good leader, you should build men around you. So
but let me ask you this hypothetical question.
Right.
If the speaker, the embattled speaker, decides out of his own volition, decide to announce that he's going to step down as a speaker, what would be your next step?
No, it is impossible, my brother. I'm speaking with authority here.
Okay.
He will never leave that till the time has passed. He will never. I'm speaking with authority. Kofa will never, and I said never belongs to God, but you are recording me. Kofa will never come out to say, I am going to resign. He will never resign. We have told him, the Liberian people, there are thousands and thousands of people who are listening to us. They have reached out to him to say, my man, we won't give you money to settle you up. And we told him, chief, if you dare try it, you have to reckon with some of us. You have to do that. It is about protecting, because you took an oath to protect the sacredness of our constitution. This should not be about the whole Liberian syndrome. They are living with God, man. Amen. And people stage war during our civil crisis, Prince Johnson and the rest of the people to kill us. So at the end of the day, man, that leader thing with God, man, that one, you're long been leaving thing with God. This other man are Ian Warren. You're long been removing speaker. If Senator Snow, if Ellis Tyler and all these people are alive because of quote unquote, that leader thing with God. Look, Kofa is the last bus stop. You like it, you can accuse you of being an armed robber. You like it, you can say, oh, it was Kofa who launched RPG in the executive mansion in 1964. Kofa will never resign. Put me on the record.
All right, we are already slipping out of time. I'll ask you this question before we run to the lines and have the interaction from the public, because the main reason I want the public to access some of the things that I didn't ask. But here is it. I want to gauge your views on the motorcyclist issue. You have cyclists in your district that have been banned from running the principal streets of district number 8. And they've been having some sitting actions. What can you say to that? What's your stand on this?
I want to call on the motorcyclists. For those of you who are listening to me, to continue with your protest. It should be done ceaselessly. It is your constitutional right. The Constitution of the Republic of Liberia gives you the right, the peaceful assembly, the decision of the government by stopping these motorcyclists. They allow these boys to go to Ministry of Transport to attain their, whatsoever their documents. At the end of the day, no government operates on the basis of anger.
So you think it's a breach of confidence?
Confidence. You can't do that. After you told these guys to go and register themselves, why will you stop them? What have they done? There should be measures put into place, mechanism. Are you aware that these guys contribute $1 million United States dollars, Liberian dollars, 1 million every day towards the economy of Liberia? Look at already the government is lazy. Already we have a president who is not connected internationally. I know in law, how they can call him nephew.
But Baron, you are
already the Ome lazy. He has no friend. You know how the Ome
so coming back. Yeah. How did you know that this president is listening now? When you campaign, you had the brigade for Joseph Waka and all kinds of different auxiliaries that you people were part of, campaign to the Liberian people that this man will make the difference. Why are you now saying that the woman is lazy?
My brother, the thing they call
you didn't see at first?
Physical morphology, sometimes it is deceitful.
So you got deceived?
Oh, no, my brother. Do you know the heart? Do you know what is in my heart right now?
No, I don't know.
Do I know what is in your heart?
No.
Human beings are unpredictable.
Okay.
Somebody can come your way today and bamboozle you. At the end of the day, they can change overnight. That's what this woman is doing to the Liberian people. The poor peasants case. Your government, since this government came to power, not one company they ever brought to the Liberian people to say, we are going to provide SYZ job for the ordinary people. Not one company. You poor people, sorry, poor Liberians. You don't get no way of empowering them. They're riding their motorbikes. Over the night, your police director just can say they should not do as well. And the painful part of it, the most disgusting part of it, you took these people to the Ministry of Transport. They got a document. They're paying their taxes to the government. And you say they should not apply the principal streets of Monrovia. Look at the kind of disrespectful attitude towards the Liberian people. Even you want to take that action, where are the bosses? There are many Liberians who are listening to me right now. Do you know how many people are trekking by land from the University of Liberia? The Congress, they are walking. No, the buses, you can't find no empty buses. They had two. Just 2 days ago, they used it for the Unity Party convention in Nimaka. They little boys when they went to amuse themselves, socially. Where are the buses? In the principal streets. So when the government wants to take a decision, make a decision, you have to look at the pros and cons. To say, okay, we are about to take the decision. Let us look at the other way that the people, it will not injure or hurt the ordinary people. Just for come here, my guys, now I had no other option but to walk. I'm now a fit person. I take pride in walking. Yeah. But look at what is happening. So I want to call on the motorcyclists. This perception order, their one-day protest. You guys should continue your protest. If the need arises, you'll have your protest in the night. The Constitution did not say you should only protest in a day.
Okay.
You have my unflinching support.
Will you join them one of these days to protest?
Monday, I'm told, another protest. We'll join them.
Okay. So let me recognize few persons watching to Roger Togase watching live from Peace Island. Morning Kitchen, my boss, the general says Chairman Baron Brown. He said Baron. Obed Jiba say great show. Again, Morning Kitchen say he wants to have a conversation with you. Please ask Baron to come back. I have one-on-one with him. Thanks.
Yeah.
So thanks so much. Let's go to the lines and have this conversation interactive. That is, you call us up on the following lines. 1 minute to a caller. 077 0573 477 0770 573 477 0881 871 670 are the numbers. Let's go to the line. Take this person. Good evening. Hello, good evening. Are you getting him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening, my dear brother.
Mhm. No, you have one question to ask. We don't have the time. So just be fast now. 1 minute. Hmm. What does that? Okay. Thank you so much. 0770 573 477 0770 573 477 0881 871 670 are the numbers you can dial right now and interact with Chairman Baron Brown as we have this conversation with him on national issues and District Number 8 politics as well. The interactions, there are a lot of people online that are very much impressed with Baron's presentation. So we want to commend them. You can leave your comments or your questions right on the live feed. We will read them out for the chairman to respond to it. 0770 573 477 0770 573 477 0881 871 670 are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program inside Liberian Care Radio 95.9. Let's go back to the line and take this person. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. That's it.
I'm okay, and you? Thank you, my dear brother.
Okay, thank you so much. We go back to the line and take another person. This person, good evening. This person slipped out of the line. 0770 573 477 0770 573 477 0881 871 670. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You have questions or inquiries and you think you want to drop them on our live feed, of course, you have the time to do that. We will look right on the live feed here and read your question for you. Just be very clear and explicit on the question you want to ask. James T. Walker is following as well of our staff 0770 477 0881-871-870 are the numbers you can dial right now to be a part of the program inside Liberia on Care Radio 95.9. The first caller asked you some very brilliant questions.
I mean, I think he asked whether I ever asked my boss man or told him to resign.
Okay.
Or to resign on our basis. I told you when I started working with him, we had a meeting with the boss, and he proposed that we backed him, where the boss reduced his salary for $2.5 million. The first speaker ever in the Republic of Liberia. And by the way, you know what Kofa did when he took over?
No.
You know, the thing was like a whole heart against him. Now, he talked about the legislative staff. He said, look, we cannot have our employees here working at the end of the day. They are not being well paid. There were some of them who were taking, let's say, 150 in United States. What our boss are making 16,000 in United States. He said it's not prudent. You know, the least legislative worker, you know, sorry if I'm calling this one, takes home, let's say, 350 Liberian dollars. It was under the, you know, the leadership, or it's under the leadership, sorry.
350 US dollars.
That's the least person.
Okay. Yeah.
Meaning the janitor at the level of the legislature. He didn't stop there. He said, look, we have to put these people, you know, on other benefits, like how you call it, insurance, and what their lives have to be insured. When our children get sick, they have to go to hospital. We have to talk about the issue of the War Crimes Code, you know. It was under his authority, his wife, you know, that was passed. He didn't stop there. He said, as a speaker, it is expedient that this legislature should be audited. It was from that statement. Those, you know, intellectual or I'm looking for words. That whole cartel came against him. Why is it that Kofa has to come or he had to come up to talk about the legislature to be audited? That was the problem. That was the greatest effort on their part, according to them, he ever made. So you see, our country today is that people just don't let go of people. It should always be about people to control the budget. You know, they get millions and millions of dollars at the end of the day, then they get the poor people small money, then the same poor people, quote unquote, come up to say, oh, our leader, you know, oh, this one. This should not be that way.
Okay.
That's what happened today in our country.
Let's take our final batch of callers. 0770-573-477. Again, 0770-573-477. You'll be true to the lines. If you have a Lone Star phone and you want to be a part, just dial 0881-871-670 are the numbers you can call right now. Stop calling me on my private phone. I will not take you. Please just call on the numbers that are provided, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670. Today appearance at the but let's take this caller.
Okay.
Good evening. Good evening. Let's hear you quickly. Let's hear you. No, but no. Listen, the speakers are coming. Speakers are elected. So when it's are coming, that took a small. You said something, and I just want to correct that. You cannot say removal of a speaker is political. Removal of a speaker cannot be political because the speaker was elected democratically. So you go to a process where you elect the speaker, then say to move in a political thing. They gotta be legal now. Okay, so no. It can't be political. It must be. So so that's why Fonanti say it can be business as usual now. So mm, mm, yes. So they got it for the Nato Moon speaker. Okay. Mm, mm. So so the best thing, the best bet was for the other people to go and elect a bummy to get a booker speaker instead of. So do you know? Do you know? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I just, you can't say, and I will not sit there and as the host of the show to allow you to see the public. You can't say the removal of a speaker should be a political thing. It can't be.
But when the constitution that says to remove a speaker, you should take group of lawmakers to hotel
No.
for them to lodge. Or just welcome in the morning. Okay, so if you're not one young group of senators should just welcome and say,
Yeah, we're going from it on.
going from it on to go enjoy the be drinking Hennessy and so.
Yeah.
Is that what the law says? So I mean, the Tommy will just go, he contradicted himself.
Yeah, 0770573. We can take two more, then we'll go back to Mr. Baron Brown for his closing comments and to zero on some of the other issues. 0770573 0881-871-670 are the numbers you can call now to be a part of the program inside Liberia on Kia Radio 95.9. So let's just look at some of the other two key issues I want us to look at quickly before we end the show. It has to do with the district. I see the recreational area that's been built for recreational purposes. I mean, when you are elected lawmaker, I don't see a lot being put in from any lawmaker or any government official at that park. What new idea will you bring to letting the youth to have access, and creating new opportunities for them?
Well, yes, it's true. We give our all to the people of this Republic of County. But when you are elected, you are not just a lawmaker for your district.
Okay.
You are a representative of the Republic of Liberia. As a lawmaker, we are going to make sure, work with my colleagues in the 56th legislature, and making sure that we craft a national policy for the young people of the Republic of Liberia to be educationally empowered. Because when you give an individual the necessary education, it makes that person very much independent. It is sad in this modern era that the University of Liberia that is stationed within this University and nothing, it took tears from my heart. Seeing the comrades there coming from the defender way, getting in trucks, quote unquote, like a dogs. They are not dogs, configurated.
Yeah.
You saw that video that made rounds on the social media.
Of course. Yeah.
When President Ellen Johnson said it was in power, you know what the lawmakers did? They worked with the president at the University of Liberia. They have 4 buses parking in that station for the students at Fender campus. What is happening today? It is a national disgrace, and no lawmaker can talk about it. Today in our country, and look at what happened 2 days ago. Senator Imanda Zoe Penner, or Zoe Imanda Penner. When the people are living in, or tiring hardship.
You're talking about rescue senator?
Yeah, rescue senator. The man was on Facebook, checking $3 million Liberian dollars, giving it all, as if he's a celebrity. Why is it that these people will always get to power at the end of the day? They do it the other way. Why can't we invest into the educational sector, the health sector? Look at district number 8. Open the telephone lines. We don't have a medical center within district number 8. Thank for the President George, did it for all the PhD part. No recreational center. Where can a serious man, lawmaker, you'll be building police station and you say that's something. Is that empowerment for the young people? When you make Baron Brown a representative of this union, we are going to do it differently. The first thing, we will look at the oppressors of the people to call spade a spade. We will draw the intellectual lines. You can say anything you want to say about Yeke Korba. He's one of the best. You can say anything you want to say about my friend and brother Safoko. They are playing a part. For this country to be perfect, you need more radical people that will look into the faces of Liberian oppressors to say enough is enough because they damn all of them. It's about our country. It pains me when you take your children to GFK. There's somebody telling you to go across to what the farmers say there to get one or paracetamol. Is that the type of country that we envisage? Is this the country that we envisage? You look at motorcyclists, you say you should leave the street. Greg Okomaja woke up one morning to demonstrate power. It's not about you. It is about the feelings of the people. What have you done? People are trekking. Students living in working areas. What has the government done? We will change the narrative. It is not about doing all kinds of things, but you need radicals to be in the legislature.
Good evening. What's the question you ask? Please ask the question.
What's the interpretation? What's the interpretation? What's the meaning?
So he he's saying
Uh,
you alluded to the motorcyclists coming back, to do their normal business. He said there was a reason why the police inspector general asked them not to plow the streets. So if you were renting in your house, and because he's renting in your house and you got one room, should he put gas in there and decide to let it because he's renting
No,
in a
I
room?
think the decision made by the police director unilaterally he made that decision because just few motorcyclists or motorists they came up according to him they vandalized few police or depots because one of their comrades got killed by a truck.
Okay.
So they felt enraged and they decided to revenge. Now listen, crime are not transferable. If 3 persons committed crime, should you just look at all the people down Jaratan, Warren, or Satan communities to say all of you should leave out?
No, but in fact, I had a different interpretation. My take was when I was talking about this motorcyclist stuff, I was saying if the police quote unquote had good rapport with the citizens,
That's it.
they will have first-hand information on where the perpetrators went.
Yeah.
They will get the perpetrators and prosecute them. But because the police made the citizens their enemy, where do they get first-hand information from? So they just going randomly to do some of the things they do.
The annoying part of this is that he just woke up and said, okay, we want to see the motorcyclists and I will show strength because we rescue mission kingdom and we'll do it our own way. We are in charge. But look at the situation. Yeah, country, what kind of physique government? Not one NTA bus in the principal street of Monrovia to help the ordinary people. See what many people listening to us right now. They are going through a lot. The government should always have alternative. You don't run a government on the basis of anger or to show strength. Our country is a poor country. These guys are contributing to the growth of our country, the economy of our country. So for you to wake up to say and take a decision to say, we don't want to see these people. What are the alternatives? So I want to call on the motorcyclists. This syndrome that, it is just a one-day protest. You guys should not do it. Politically, you guys or whatsoever, it is a wrap. This protest should be done ceaselessly.
Okay.
It is a government. Without you, there will be no so-called rescue mission government. You have to demand that the government, comes out or to do something about it.
So let's just get your
decision.
we've already slipped out of time. So let's get your parting comments just in a minute, and then we can call it a presentation.
I want to say thank you for this wonderful invitation, and we'll be back anytime we are called to talk to the Liberian people. What we have started, we will continue this. It is our country. The road will be rocky. I want to appeal to the consciences of the motorcyclists to continue their engagement. The liberation of South Africa did not come overnight. The liberation of America did not come overnight. There were people who took the intellectual bullets, their lives were taken. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to do that, Congress. Or Congress, you guys have to do that. This should not be about that government. With all you, there will be no government. And for district number 8, Monserrato County, I want you to put it on the record today. There will be a new sheriff in town in district number 8 by 2030. We will call for lawmaker or the president who will be president in 2030. Your wife will get a head out of our national budget. We will call for the reduction of lawmakers' tenure. It doesn't make sense in such a country. You give one man 9 years, senator 9 years, representative 9 years. That's why these people have no respect for us. You give them power, they think that 6 years is just okay. They do anything they want to do. So last minute time they can't anything, your own portion in left that to put you in church to give you party t-shirt or to say, oh, that our party money. You are not a party money individual. It is a country. Let us stand for our country. And for all of my comrades, we don't have money. Don't borrow. Let us make this to work. There's no place in the Constitution that says before you can run for a public office, your party should be Elon Musk or Bill Gates. No, the Constitution did not say this. And I want to thank all of my comrades from the media who are here.
Okay.
This will get better, and we will not let our country down. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the voice of Baron Brown, and it will be